We have got to do something to get the country on a more sustainable fiscal path, and that entails us taking a hard scrub of our government, figuring out where we can find those savings.
Congress advances a budget blueprint including $1 trillion in cuts aimed at lowering taxes and reducing the national debt. Thank you for joining us. I'm Darren Perrin.
And I'm Kat Villianzoni. Republican lawmakers have said essential programs will remain in place, but it's likely that FEMA will bear the brunt of some of the cost cutting.
As Channel 3's Calvin Cutler reports, that possibility is sending shockwaves through Vermont communities still recovering from years of back-to-back flooding.
2 years since the Stevens branch of the Winooski-Rosenberry, flooded houses remain shuttered. Some frozen in time, still caked with flood mud while the mail piles up. 2 years on since the floods, some homes like this one on Scampini Square sit abandoned while their homeowners wait for a buyout. Others are still living in their flooded out homes looking for other housing options. Leaders here in town tell me that a full recovery from the 23 floods will likely take over a decade.
Something like this will happen again, and that we need to do everything we can to put ourselves in a better position for when that happens.
City Councilor Amanda Gustin spearheaded a 21-point plan for the Granite City to recover from and prepare for the next flood. Major infrastructure upgrades, buyouts, and floodplain restoration projects, leaning heavily on federal funds from FEMA. In a cost-cutting quest, the Trump administration wants to eliminate FEMA and, in turn, flood resiliency grants for communities like Barrie, which could total tens of millions of dollars.
Without FEMA to fund that work and to support that work, we're nowhere.
Last summer, Vermont Senator Peter Welch called for broad reforms to FEMA and said the organization should deliver dollars directly to municipalities so they can use the money more effectively. But he's worried eliminating FEMA entirely will leave flood-prone communities and their budgets underwater.
In my view, it's totally irresponsible to talk about taking away the federal role to help communities get back on their feet.
But even if there are broad cuts, it still remains to be seen who would deliver the funds from FEMA and what form that would take. Reporting in Barrie, Calvin Cutler, Channel 3 News.